Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. You have found the internet's best live break room featuring signed sports memorabilia and autographed sports cards inside the most exciting mystery boxes. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down to make it as easy as possible to understand. First, head to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of the series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win an item at an extremely discounted rate. Then click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you have completed your checkout, tune in to the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 7 p.m. Central Time any day of the week, or 4 p.m. on weekdays, along with 2 p.m. on weekends. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen. When your specific break begins, your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once the randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia that will be shipped straight to your door. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Most of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes can either be shipped directly to your door or opened on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Well, the time has finally come. Let's get breaking.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. I'm Kamen Entchev here with Colin Rudisil. Ready for a fun Thursday? It's Jersey Day, right? Thirsty Thursday. Buy 6 or more spots into the breaks. And one of them is the jersey. You get that spot for free. I'm rocking Mahomes, which is a very popular jersey. Colin is rocking Jaden Ivey.
Jaden Ivey.
I've never seen someone actually wear a Jaden Ivey jersey.
Isn't it nice?
I guess I don't go to Piston jersey. It's the old school Piston jersey.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
looks
a cool looking jersey.
Looks clean, man. Looks very clean.
South Bend represent.
Let's go. So we have a lot of good stuff in the break room right now. There's 8 boxes left in the college series. I will be shocked if these don't go today. We have Joe Montana, Ray Lewis, OJ Simpson authentic helmets. That Lewis helmet is a custom helmet. The OJ, I believe, is a chrome. Not to mention we have Aiden Hutchinson and Lou Holtz as well in that series. So it's a 5 in 8 chance at a headliner. That should go. The diamond helmets down to 13 left, including a Tony Romo Speed Flex with the visor and a Barry Sanders Flash Authentic with the Lion King inscription. Those should go today as well. We got Lazai 9796. What's up, Adam? I think that's Adam, right?
Yeah, Adam Sminsky.
Adam Szyminski, congrats on your dub. Got his Andre Reed mini yesterday. 2 more spots, and welcome to the jungle. Tommy Henry saying Thirsty Thursday. And William says, Colin, that is not a hockey jersey. We're supposed to wear a hockey jersey?
William he just pays attention in this break room. I did mention I was going to wear a hockey jersey today, but it is like a toasty 87 degrees and sunny today.
No kidding.
It is hot. The hockey jersey, I'd be sweating.
Yeah,
all day,
no doubt about it.
I will wear it, just not this week.
I actually just purchased my Messi jersey today. I've been meaning to gift myself a Messi Argentina jersey. Like, I do have a Barcelona jersey, but this is from like 7-8 years ago, and unfortunately put on a few pounds since then. Does not fit me, so I got my Messi jersey coming in a few weeks here, so I'll be rocking that. Today it is Mahomie, of course. Surprisingly, Colin, there is no pre-fills in tonight's show so far.
Oh, yeah, we'll be close, though.
But we have 1 spot to go in the college. That is coming up. 1 spot to go in the slabs as well. That is coming up. So let's get the party started. 2 virtual dice, looking for 6 or higher. We got 6 and a 4, 10 on the dice roll. Look at who we got here. NJ Fresh, what's up, Farkas? You weren't here Tuesday, Colin, but Tom Farkas put on a show in the break room.
He was balling last night, too.
The man showed out. Alexander Richards putting his first thing today. So Alexander, we do have more stuff. At the moment, we only have NFL and college football autographs, but we'll have a 1-in-4 series as soon as tonight, Colin. We get the Platinums or the college closed up. That series will feature a mixer. It's going to be football, baseball, basketball, and it's going to have entertainment, maybe hockey, maybe soccer in that fourth slot. We did recently have a basketball series, half baseball, half basketball. We do from time to time have baseball only and basketball only series, but we are predominantly a football break room. That is most of what we offer. Farkas did last night too. He dominated last night as well.
Definitely caught some W's last night, that's for sure.
Tom Farkas. He was just about done 2 days ago at about 5 o'clock. Went on to win 9-10 items after that.
Whew,
so he's still in here, though. He wants that Joe Montana authentic. So that's the one he'll be hunting today.
We'll see. It might go in the first break. It is ready, that double, so.
I did hear about Jason William Manor. So in honor of Jason Fox, any Jaguar hits we pull today will be in honor of him, and we'll do the ring ding ding as well. So tough news, William. Condolences. I don't know if you guys wished anything. I know William may be in touch with his family, but make sure we at Ultimate do send our condolences about Jason Fox. Tragic.
Yeah, made sure everybody on the team knows.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Thank you, Colin. So we have the college double coming up. College double number 1. Drop me 2 box numbers. Oh my God, I'm gonna retype this because
I know.
yeah, a bunch.
It's funny, you do like 1 and you're like, it's fine. Once you get to like 2 or 3.
You're like, is this guy having some alcoholic beverages in there or something? So yeah, I did just see that before we hopped on the air. Tom Farkas says Commanders look to be sold to the Devils owner Josh Harris. Snyder ordered to pay $60 million to the NFL for being an awful human. That is good. I will say to him though, he's got a lot more from what I hear, but it's progress, Colin.
It is progress.
Progress. Thank you, Tyler Grinder. 21 and 22, getting called out in the registration college football mixer. So we'll get you guys set up for your college conferences. 10 clicks coming up. Oh, Jason Amer's in here. What's up, Jason Amer? A long time no see. Tommy Henry's in here. Tom Farkas, Kenny Gober. Got a lot of good folks in this break. Of course, Tyler Grinder's got 2 of them in there. So
good time for it.
Yeah. This guy's been taking headliners like crazy lately in this break room. He's been the headliner king here of late, Mr. Tyler Grinder. All right, 10 times coming up. This college series likely will not survive the day. Probably not the show, Colin. The only way that there's any boxes left is if we really pull all the headliners right away. Like if there's 1 or 2 left with no headliners, that is possible.
Yeah, we still have Aiden Hutchinson and Lou Holtz, by the way, in that series to go along with the 3 photo headliners.
Yeah. Kenny Gober from the hospital above watching. Kenny, hopefully all goes good. Kenny also told us he had upcoming surgery, so sending you all the best, Kenny. Good to have you in the break room.
On his neck, man. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the NFL could have done something earlier, J Sauce. That much I will agree. But at least finally something's being done.
Something.
So Tyler Grinder in the Big 10. Tyler Grinder in the Big 12. Jason Amer, the ACC, which is the Ray Lewis spot. Tom Farkas, the Pac-12, which is that O.J. Simpson spot. Kenny Gober, SEC. Tommy Henry, everything else. Looking for one Joe Montana.
Oh, baby.
Kenny says happened this morning. It was success. Good to hear, Kenny.
How we feeling, man? Hopefully good.
Yeah.
All those years of rolling. What happens?
Mm-hmm. Neck surgery?
Mm-hmm.
Like Peyton Manning had neck surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no joke. I've actually never had surgery. I mean, not hard, but I've never had surgery on anything. Well, technically I have. Wisdom teeth, is that surgery? I don't know.
I'll give it to you.
Okay, that's it, right?
If you want to feel included.
Yeah, right?
Sure.
You ever had surgery on something?
My ankle, I had a hernia on my stomach when I was a child.
Oh, boy.
And I've also got my wisdom teeth removed. So
Okay.
2.5. There you go. It's something to look forward to.
I know, Chanston. It is truly sad. Honestly, I know you put it in our break room recap, like you said, you let everyone know. I was shocked. I was like, this can't be right. I was like, no way.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's tough. Tough news.
Tough to muscle through yesterday, honestly.
Yeah.
He was a good dude, man.
Yeah, great
Always
dude.
brought positivity in here.
Very positive guy. Very, very positive influence in the break room. Kenny says pain medicine feels great. Yeah, that's good. That is good, man. Here we go. 21 coming up. 21 of 30 registration college football mixer. This has been mostly authentic and reps in this series, Colin. Almost exclusively full-size helmets. Not quite, but almost.
Almost.
This is a full-size rep here, so not going to be one of the photo headliners because they are all authentic. Well, it is one of the secondary headliners, though. Aiden Hutchinson on the full-size rep for Michigan. Michigan kid through and through, right? High school ball in Michigan, college ball at University of Michigan. Now is a Detroit Lion. Number 2 pick in the draft a couple years ago. One of the best college pass rushers. This man's incredible. He was a Heisman finalist, All-American. The Michigan college lid is very, very sharp. That's the Big Ten, and, I mean, come on. You had to know it was going to be Tyler Grinder. This man is cooking. So, very, very cool, Tyler, on your Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, on a Lions team that doesn't have a ton of bright spots on defense, this guy definitely gives them something to build around.
He's the spot on that D for sure.
Really, really good. Good hit, too.
Yeah,
This thing's only going
absolutely.
to go up in value.
And he could still double up in this double box break.
Let's not forget.
The Michigan is one of my favorite looking college lids. It is, I think Oregon has me won over as number 1, but Michigan's probably in the top 5. I mean, it's one of those iconic lids. Like, you see that, like, you know, like Notre Dame iconic, Michigan iconic.
Yep.
These are just the squads you know.
As an Illinois fan, I hate to say that, but you're probably right.
Yeah, I know, Colin.
Now,
Hashtag
Kansas lid. That
No,
would look.
No. I run into a similar issue as a Mizzou fan. Sometimes I'm wearing my Mizzou clothes, and they think, is that in Michigan? I was like, no, it's Mizzou. It's not Michigan. Get out of here.
It's Iowa, right?
What are you talking
Black and
about?
yellow?
Just terrible.
Just horrible.
22 coming up, 22 of 30. College football mixer. 60 million should go to nonprofit. Do gotta agree. Tom says, my whole life I hated that helmet design. Notre Dame fan, so we hate Michigan, and my high school rival school had the same colors and design. Yuck, he says. Aiden's a beast, though. Yeah, there you go.
True that.
What's up, Randy Houston? We got ourselves an authentic coming up here.
Uh-oh.
And this one will not disappoint. It's almost kind of like fitting because we have Farkas here in the chat talking about Notre Dame.
Oh,
Well, here's the
man.
Notre Dame legend, Colin. Joe Montana on the Notre Dame Irish authentic helmet. One of the best quarterbacks of all time. Pro Football Hall of Famer, obviously, 4-time Super Bowl champ. Before he was winning those Super Bowls with the Niners, he was winning a lot of games with Notre Dame. I mean, think about that. Iconic franchises. The Niners, the Irish, Montana, a part of both. When he retired, many said he was the GOAT, not Tom Brady. Interestingly enough, Montana's incredible NFL quarterback, top 3, 4 all time. He was a very good college quarterback, but not amazing. I mean, like, relative to who he is.
Sure, yeah.
He was a 3rd-round pick. So, people talk about, the first pick, top 10 pick. Some of the all-time great quarterbacks. 3rd round for Montana. I believe it was 2nd round for Breeze. I think the first pick in the 2nd round. But still, 3rd round for Montana, 6th, 7th round for Brady. No, 6th round. 6th round for Brady. So, you never know, man.
You never know. And it's funny because we were thinking this run was going to happen last night. We were trying to get people in. And the whole time, Tommy's going, no, don't. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow. Wait
Why,
till
because he
tomorrow.
gets paid?
Yeah, I don't know if he got paid or what, but he was ready to play today, not last night.
I think
Paid
he
off.
had a premonition or something. He saw a psychic, and it said that he's going to win this Montana helmet. So that is nice right there. Jared says, nice hit. Jay Saw saying Farkas going to be calling you for trades. Let's go, says Tommy. Of course, Tom says, congrats. And so good stuff right here. Gonna have to add it for that Tom, says Tommy Henry. It's a nice hit, man. The Joe
beautiful.
Montana Irish, full-size authentic. How about this start? I mean, look at this. It's the college series.
Yeah.
It never disappoints.
It hasn't disappointed yet.
Never, never, ever disappoints.
And I'm not a big fan of either of these football programs, but that helmet specifically is iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Hey, LOL, need to wait. Wow, man. Got it, says Tommy Henry. Yeah, nicely done, Mr. Henry.
Patience paid off.
So I would say Montana could be the best hit of the series, maybe. But there is 2 custom helmets that are still out there. Only 6 boxes left. We have the Ray Lewis custom. Then that O.J. Simpson, I think that's a chrome column.
It is, yeah.
So those are 2 phenomenal lids out there. Come and get those in Registration College Mixer. So let's get that Lewis in the single, guys. Agreed.
We also still have Lou Holtz, so if you want Notre Dame stuff, potentially that Lou Holtz could be on there.
And we got 4 to go in that double. And then we're close on this coin toss rep. Pick 1, get 3, 2 spots left. Falcons selected. There's a Michael Vick in here. Cowboys, Raiders, Dolphins, Eagles, Niners. So no one is taking the Jets, by the way. There's a Darrelle Revis still lurking out there. No one's taking the Bears, Colin. DJ Moore, the Bengals, Chad Johnson. So some options in that coin toss. The diamond helmets, there's 13 boxes left right now. 3 headliners. They're all in the ticker, all in the room. We have the Romo Flex with the visor. Tony Romo, very underappreciated quarterback. You look at his quarterback rating, a lot of his numbers, he was really, really good. I think it's just that Cowboys lost a lot of heartbreaking games when he was there, but, he's the best Cowboy quarterback I've grown up watching. I mean, I think I saw maybe like when I first watched football, it may have been like Aikman's like last year or something. I don't count that. I was too young to understand. Of the Cowboy quarterbacks since that 2000s-ish era, Romo is, I think, the guy. I mean, Dak maybe was going to pass him up, but he's kind of regressed a little bit. Love that Romo flex. Michael Irvin's still in there for Cowboy Nation. And this is awesome. This Barry Sanders. This is the Lion King inscription. The best running back of all time for me. Sick lid. Get that. And yes, Joshua DeLuca, you can buy into pick 1, get 3. We have 5 to go in the diamond double, 4 to go in the diamond single, and 1 to go in the coin toss reps. 1 to go in that college double, Colin.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
So that's happening shortly, but we do have a slab break first, looks like, right?
That's right.
Never-ending slabs.
Put that in there.
Let's do the video. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Let's show off that video. Let's see some gorilla action here in the break room.
Don't you wish the best things in life would never end? We do too. That's why we have developed the Never Ending series. The goal of this series is to give the customers a full slate of headliners every single day. Daily, there will be 25 boxes available with 8 different headliners. All 25 boxes will be available and the numbers will always be randomized. Once the day ends, the series will be replenished and there will be 25 boxes available once again with 8 headliners. For example, let's say in a given day, 8 mystery boxes are open with 3 headliners consisting of Brett Favre, Devonta Smith, and Steve Young. The very next day, when you come into the room, the series will be back to 25 boxes, and the headliners that were removed have now been replaced with Ben Roethlisberger, Jonathan Taylor, and John Elway. This new way to play at Ultimate Autographs will help keep things fresh and exciting every single day.
Robert Clark is Team Green Gorilla. I'm the yellow gorilla guy. How about you? Do you have a gorilla you like the most, Colin?
I like the purple gorilla.
Purple gorilla. Nice. I mean, they're all beautiful. It's like, it's tough. It's tough to pick just a gorilla. They're all so beautiful. So I will randomize the slab numbers. I said this the other day. I'm a little bit surprised there's not more action on that Aaron Rodgers slab card.
Right.
You know, I'm a Bear fan. I'm not personally a Roger fan. But with that Roger slab card, all the boxes available, you would think that it'd be more of a chase. I mean, I'm wearing the Mahomes jersey. Other than Brady, Mahomes and Rodgers, I believe, are the two most expensive autographs for football quarterbacks. They charge the most. It means they're worth the most. So, is it purple because the gorilla is left-handed? What does that have to do with anything?
Thing.
I don't know. My girlfriend likes purple. She's right-handed, so I don't know. Let's do box 17, Colin. 17 Indy slab cards. I know William Manner's a pretty smart guy, though. There could be something that he knows that we don't. Usually is the case. Frederick's in here. Marshall's in here. Two new guys, Kenny Gober and Jared Winters. I'm just going to stay away from pronouncing his last name because it's going to sound like a swear word. So
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy. Yeah. Got 9, 10 clicks.
Is it because I'm left-handed that I would like it?
Maybe. Did we forget to do the chase? Let me see. Chase item. Oh, yeah. I never spun the wheel.
Oh.
Well, how forgetful of me.
No
It was actually a test to see if someone would notice. Ken, you have passed the test.
Great job, Ken.
So what's up, Quadrina? Saying hello, strangers. Hope all is good, Katrina. I will spin the wheel for the chase after this break.
Perfect.
Jared Winters, NFC North. Marshall, NFC South. Frederick, NFC East, NFC West. Kenny, AFC North. Frederick, AFC South. Marshall, AFC East. And Frederick, AFC West. There we go. Box 17 coming up. 17 of 25. Never-ending slab cards. Ooh, I love this hit, Colin.
Okay.
This is the best Bear running back I grew up watching. Obviously, too young to see the late, great Walter Payton, but this is the best back Chicago's had since Walter Payton. Matt Forte,
Nice.
back at 10 autograph, 9.5 gem mint. Very good runner. Also, very good pass catcher. You know, no problem. Over 1,000 yards rushing multiple times. Up there for the NFL lead one of those seasons. It's a Matt Forte rookie card. Congrats, Jared Winters. Only had one spot in that break. He took home Mr. Forte. That's nice.
That's pretty sick. I don't think I've seen a lot of Matt Forte.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cool.
So, boom, says Jared. Yeah. Forte, just under 10,000 career rushing yards. Just under 5,000 career receiving yards. Again, one of those guys that might be on the outside looking in for the Hall of Fame, but it wouldn't be the craziest thing to assume if he made it.
He was awesome.
Nice hit, Jared. So, Wheel of Names, we'll pull this up. Let's see here. We've got our chase tonight is going to be...
But it's not going to be the replicas.
the Platinum helmets. It's been a stretch of reps. Good news about this. The Platinum helmets, there's one box left. We'll get to a new series once we close this up. We can only have one wheel spin. So you'd have a 1 in 8 chance at an authentic helmet and a 1 in 8 chance at the wheel spin. It's a Kenneth Walker authentic, by the way, not a photo headliner or listing headliner. One of the best young running backs in the league. It is worth a shot. Worth a shot for those Platinum helmets.
Guarantee it's worth more than $63.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So, excellent chase.
That is our next break, Chanston. The
All right.
reps, pick one, get three.
Anston looking for a dub.
And then we have the college double again.
What's up, Pedro? What's going on, Mr. Pedro?
Wife's starting to ask questions.
Sure. That happens sometimes. I'm also pretty sure he's not over 25, but that's sometimes when you lose, things get exaggerated, Colin, right? Yeah. Feels like 0 for 25.
Well, hey, Darrell Revis, amp would certainly change the mood on that. Got the Jets.
Next break is the college, right, Colin? Or did the coin toss fill up first?
It's coin toss first.
All right, coin toss reps are next coming up. And then we have that college double again, right?
Correct.
Yes, it did. And it's coming up next. Coin toss number 1. ASOS always trying to get guys something. Not this time. Coin toss number 1. Drop me a box number. Did you get in too late, Randy?
I think so.
Did Randy? Oh, you gotta be quick. Got to be quick, man.
There's a new one up though. You can get first dibs on team.
That's true. You can only pull one headliner. There's a bunch of big names out there. So keep those orders going, guys. Let's see some heat here. Headliners left in the reps. We have Kenneth Walker, Micah Parsons. We have Christian McCaffrey, Darrell Revis, Tim Brown. We also have a DJ Moore, a Chad Johnson, and a Michael Vick in the listing. So there's technically 8 headliners total and only 17 boxes left, Colin. That's better than almost 50% at least.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So how about a box number, guys? And actually, Colin, after this break, all the boxes are up.
So
that's even better in the reps. All the boxes already up in the college. Of course, we'll finish that series out tonight. If you can make it 6 for the next college, Colin, in that double, you're good. No problem. I just noticed it before I forget. And it is Thirsty Thursday. So if you buy 6 or more spots, if one of them is in the jerseys, you get that spot for free. Jared Winters, we have 2 spots for you. Yes, sir. They're both in here, Falcons and Raiders. I'm going to randomize the numbers. No one gave one out, Colin. Exactly, Jamie. This is what I'm talking about. Everything looks better in person than the stream. The stream is cool. The helmets look cool on the stream. They always look better in person 100% of the time. Now, nothing to do with our stream or the stream quality. When you see it 2 feet away from you, it just looks so much better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking just at this Notre Dame helmet. It looks almost dull on the stream. This boy is a little shiny, man.
It's shiny. It is. Depends on where it hits in the lighting, because over there it looks a little bit more dull. You get it over here more in the light, it looks a little bit brighter, but again, not as good as in person.
Mm-hmm.
The Colts' new alternate uniform, says Quadrina.
Yeah, I like them.
I have not. I'm going to look them up.
Oh, you haven't seen them?
Have not, surprisingly.
The only thing I wish they would have done is instead of white stripes on the jerseys and pants, I wish they did black stripes.
Yeah.
Because the helmet's black.
The platinum is the Flying High, Michael Frank. Indiana Knights. Okay, I'll look at that here when we get caught up on breaks, Katrina, because I am curious now.
Yeah, they're cool.
So let's do box 2, Colin, in the reps.
Notes.
2 going off the ticker, 21 through 30 going on. So all the boxes now available in those black box reps. All available in the jerseys, the platinums, the college, the diamonds. Actually, the only series currently that doesn't have all the numbers available is the mini helmets. Everything else, they're all out there. And despite that, Colin, the headliner board still has quite a few names on there.
Right.
So I will start subtracting the NFL teams for our pick 1, get 3. And ready for some heat, man. It's a absolutely awesome break here. You probably don't know Katrina that well, Colin, do you?
She came in during a Joe show on Saturday once. But the only time I've talked to her, though.
Yeah, she was a regular. Steven says hope all is well, Katrina. She was in here probably every show for about 4 or 5 months in a row when Steven and I first started. So
yeah, I heard a great story about her son, I believe, meeting Reggie Wayne.
Yeah. Was that the awesome essay thing that she told you about?
Maybe. I know, like, she got something signed that's like, happy first birthday, whatever. Reggie Wayne, which is pretty awesome. Something you're going to have forever.
So there you go. Cowboys, 49ers, Eagles getting deselected. Steven, I heard that you and Colin last night won money off the Cubs game, as did I. Big parlay last night. Rare night that Colin and I both won money betting.
We weren't even there together to do it.
I know. Maybe that's what it is. Well, I don't know. Falcons getting off the board. There's a Michael Vick. I can confirm the Vick in this series is Falcons, Colin. Jared with the Raiders. We have Tim Brown still in here. Raiders going off the board. You guys sing last night?
We did do a little Go Cubs Go. Not a lot, but
Okay.
a little Go Cubs Go.
I like it. I'm surprised you did that, Colin.
I mean, they won me $100+.
Yes, that's good.
I'll sing Go Cubs Go. Excuse me.
Hey, J Sauce, we want to see a real duet soon. That's for sure. He knows that. You won in a sense, but not via bet. You also missed my second hit last night. You missed a lot. Sounds like it. I mean, to be honest with you, any day that you're not in the break room, you always miss a lot. There's always something cool that happens every day. There's, what's that saying? You see something new that you haven't seen before. You learn something new. That's every day in this break room.
Yeah, I mean, like when I went to Barcelona for that week and came back, we got new customers, new items, new product. Like everything is just different.
It's crazy.
In a week. That's all it took.
Went to a signing for his first birthday. He's now 9 now. Just took him to another Reggie signing this past year. He loved it. We recently had a sick custom Reggie Wayne helmet in the break room about a month ago. Katrina actually thought of you. You would have loved that one. Chanston with the Cowboys gets randomized the Bucks, Patriots, and Chiefs. Bears, Giants, and Bengals going to Jason, who already has the Niners. Yeah, we should do that, Tom. We've done that before. A UA bet that we all agree on. I like that idea. Bills, Chargers, and Steelers going to Jody, who already has the Eagles. Tyler with the Dolphins. That's a different Tyler, not Grinder. It's Tyler Garbett. So he's got, let's see here. Last one down was the Steelers. So he gets the Commanders, Cardinals, and Colts. I mean, let's bet on the Cubs tonight again. That's what I have going. If you guys want to jump on that wagon. Stroman's the much better pitcher tonight. Hoping for that. So Jared Winters with the Falcons. We get the Packers, Jaguars, and Texans for Jared. Jared's got the Raiders. Colin's helping someone out here. Maybe looking for something that we're going to get in shipping. Jared with the Raiders gets the Vikings, Seahawks, and Rams. Chanston, you've got the Jets. Get the Saints, Lions, and Broncos. Then lastly, Jason Boyda, you have the Panthers. You're getting the Titans, Browns, and Ravens. Pick one, get three coming up. Box 2 of 30. Coin toss. Replica helmets. Ooh, Farkas is on the Cubs tonight. Let's go. It's only minus 120, Tom. I actually have it in a 3-leg parlay. Already got the first 2 legs. So need that to finish off the parlay. Ooh, we got a good one. We got a good one here in box 2. Nobody selected this team, even though it's a headliner. One of the best young running backs in the NFL. Seattle Seahawks, salute the service. Kenneth Walker III. Very nice right here. The USA flag on the back. Jared Winters. You've got the Seahawks. You've got randomized Seattle. That is back-to-back breaks that Jared's got himself a very good running back. Let's go, Jared.
Love Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker III. The man is fantastic. I know you guys pulled him in that college series last night. Here he is on the NFL. Boom times 2, says Jared. Absolutely. 4.6 yards a carry last season, Colin. 1,050 yards, 9 touchdowns. Very solid player. He was, of course, a former Doak Walker Award winner in college as the top college running back. Fantastic hit here for Kenneth Walker III. It's going to be a good offense. I mean, Seattle, they have Walker coming back. They added Jackson Smith-Njigba, Metcalf, Lockett, Geno Smith. Need to make the playoffs again. I really do.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
That's a squad out there in Seattle. Nice hit, Jared. Nice hit, Pete, sir. College double coming up, right?
Yes, sir. Let's get back into it.
All right, let's see that Ray Lewis, that O.J. Simpson. We're going to have some decisions for the hit video today.
Already.
We'll have some tough decisions.
It's one of those good problems.
Yeah, good problem to have, right? Surprise, there's not much action on the diamonds at the moment. Again, all the boxes available. There's Barry Sanders Flash Authentic with the Lion King inscription. Tony Romo Flex Authentic with the visor. It's custom, by the way. Irvin Salute the Service. We got some good things in there.
We are 2 away on the single.
All right, let's get that knocked out, guys. Again, you can't select the headliner teams. That's why they're not selectable. We do have all the headliner teams is unselectable. So basically, pick your favorite team, and you would get randomized headliner. So college double number 2 coming up. Drop me 2 box numbers: Tyler Grinder, Joseph Burgee, Kyle Disler, and Kenny Gober. First come, first serve on this college double. And surprisingly, the single is still 4 away. So, I mean, look, the double, you guys want to rock with the double? That works. More boxes right away, but I would say the single would be a nice snag with those 2 headliners out there.
For sure.
We are currently down to 6 boxes, actually. We did 21 and 22. We got 12 and 25 being called out by, that's Joseph. So we got 12 and 25 off. And that'll give us 4 boxes left, Colin. So we got to do the single. It's already bought into it. It'll likely be 2 singles in that double. Unless, depending on what we pull, we may consider a triple, maybe.
Yeah, perhaps.
I mean, if we have all those names still out there, triple box break would be nice. Yeah, here you go. Kenneth Walker does not even get to be on the desk today. Sorry, Colin.
That's how you know it's a good day.
He's not worthy. We have a lot of good stuff currently at the moment.
Get better.
Might get better. 12 first, 25 next in the college double box break. And that Jason Witten, that looks cool. You guys pulled that yesterday?
Mm-hmm. That thing was cool.
Yeah,
Made the hit video.
fresh. It should. Well, it should. I actually saw the hit video rocking your Kelsey Plum jersey.
Yeah, that's right. I've been going all out.
Yeah, you're the Plum fan.
I love Kelsey Plum.
Yeah.
That's a bad woman.
I got 9 and 10 clicks. There we go. Jamie says I'm going to be back in the breaks tomorrow. Rather enjoy watching while I'm in the breaks. Hopefully I pull something to convince Tyler to part with that Bettis custom he got the other day. Oh, good luck. I will say good luck. That Bettis custom is sick. That Barry is sick, man, says the Iron Man. Jump in. Barry Sanders Flash Authentic with the Lion King inscription. It's not Simba, it's not Mufasa, it's Barry Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 most iconic Lion Kings I know.
4 to go in the double now as well, so moving.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Here we go. By the way, in that break, in the double, you can get randomized 2 headliner teams. You could get randomized Barry Sanders and Tony Romo both. Or there's a Michael Irvin, too. So 2 Cowboy headliners. A good spot to be in that double.
Yeah, crazy.
Here we go. Box 12 first. Registration. College football mixer. Looking for Ray Lewis, O.J. Simpson. Those are sick helmets. It's a 6 series. What can I say, man? What can I say? It's not one of those because it's a full-size rep.
Oh, boy.
We have one of the most talented running backs ever. One of the best college running backs of all time. College Football Hall of Famer. Former Heisman Trophy winner. Actually almost won 2 Heisman trophies. Oklahoma legend. 78 Heisman. Billy Sims.
Nice.
Full-size rep, Billy Sims. He's actually top 10 all-time in rushing yards per game in NFL history as well, Colin. So he would have been a Hall of Fame NFL running back had he not gotten hurt. You know, shelf life of a running back. The OG BS number 20 for the Lions. Nice hit in the Big 12. Joseph Burgee with the beautiful Billy Sims.
Yeah, I almost feel bad for Billy Sims just because he had such, even in a short career, had such a great start, was so good in college, but gets so overshadowed by maybe the best running back of all time.
Yeah, Barry Sanders. Maybe this is the precursor. You know, we see BS 20, then we get DBS 20 next. Maybe it's a little foreshadowing here in the break room.
Yeah, it's a pretty helmet. Pulled the same one out of the coin toss, by the way.
Yeah.
So you never know what's in there.
Good news for him. He does get to hang out with our owner, Matt Salas. So at signings and stuff, Matt says that he is one of the coolest guys he's ever met. So awesome. Billy Sims right here.
We need to get some barbecue sauce back this way.
Right?
Next time Matt goes.
He is I think it's a part owner of a bunch of barbecue restaurants or some sort of affiliation with barbecue restaurants. And just saying that's making me hungry, Colin.
Yeah, the next time I go on a signing trip, I want to go that direction. Get some Kansas City barbecue,
Oof.
Billy Sims' place.
I've had it. It's nice.
Really?
Not the Billy Sims one, but the Kansas City barbecue.
I think it's my favorite style. I think I like it better than like Memphis.
I agree.
Kansas City. Beautiful.
Kansas City.
Okay, the barbecue.
Oh, okay. I like talking about the football team,
Relax.
too. Nice here, Joseph. So this is a double box break. This is JSA certified, by the way. One more box coming up. They say double the boxes, double the fun. Got quite a bit of folks watching, as always. I bet a lot of them are Cowboy fans. Surprised with the Romo and an Irvin. There's not more action in that break.
True.
And I kind of identified it personally. I mean, the Speed Flex is worth the most, typically. I know we had a Breeze Speed Flex, but as soon as I saw this series, Colin, immediately my first thought was, I want to see that Barry Sanders. So
yeah,
that's the one I'm looking for personally. We should pull it today. All the boxes available. I'd be surprised if we don't pull that today. Between the 4 and 7 p.m. shows.
Yeah, we should get a lot of sick stuff on the desk between these two shows.
Yeah, between these two series, the college and the diamonds, and that 1 and 4, whew,
everything's good.
Just wait. Here we go. 25 coming up. 25 of 30. Registration college football mixer. One's authentic, Colin.
Uh-oh.
It's authentic.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God. I just looked over and saw who had the spot. I'm like, of course. We got the custom Ray Lewis ripped helmet. We got all the white come out of everywhere. NFL's all-time tackle leader officially. 13-time Pro Bowler. Before dominating in Baltimore, he was part of the U. Full-size Miami authentic. Ray Lewis going to Tyler Grinder in the ACC.
Wow.
That is fantastic right there.
That is such a cool helmet. Oh, my God.
My goodness. It's tough. I was going to say this is the hit of the show, but then again, it's Joe Montana. It's tough, but this is easily in the running for sure. Ray Lewis.
Aesthetic-wise, it's definitely the hit of the show.
Yeah.
I've not seen a helmet that looks like this.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And actually, the sort of like, I call these the white clouds personally. I don't know if that's what they're meant to be, but they look even cooler on this lid than the Cowboy helmets we've seen.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes with the color scheme a little better.
And Tommy would trade straight up. He says Montana for Ray Lewis. Tyler says, nice, love that helmet. Absolutely beautiful. Ray Lewis authentic.
All right, so we still have the single up. I took the double down. You want to back up as a double or as a triple?
Let's see. What do you guys think? So we have the O.J. Simpson.
Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz. Let's put up the triple. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Let's put up the triple. That way we can end the series and go straight into 1 and 4. These guys love those triple box breaks. It'd be a guaranteed O.J. Simpson. Almost, actually, the single.
That's right.
There's 3 spots left in the single. We might as well knock out the single first. I mean, let's put it up anyway.
Okay.
But for these guys, let's see what's in the single, and then we get to the triple. Tyler Grinder saying, let me think on it. So there you go.
Yeah, tough decision.
It's a tough call, right? I mean, if these were a standard Miami helmet or a standard Notre Dame helmet, I'll be honest, I would say Montana, no question.
Right.
But given that this is a custom U helmet, it gets tough. I mean, they're both going to be in the hit video. I can tell you that much. They're so nice that no matter what we pull, I mean, we did a hit video with 6 helmets the other night. So 6 deep. So
I think we did 4 last night.
Yeah,
so.
we're not keeping these good names off the hit video. Although Aiden Hutchinson, he may not be in this one. That's how good this series is, right?
Tough.
If Barry doesn't get pulled before tonight's show, I'm going to hop in there for it. Why not now, Iron Man? Don't regret the moment.
True.
Well, why not now? Imagine hopping in and winning it now, then you wait till tonight and he's gone. I don't know. I would say no time like the present, Colin. Got to live your moments in the present. Go and get that Barry Sanders, Randy Houston. Says, I'm at work. I'll end up missing the break. You could always rewatch it, right?
That's true.
You can always rewatch it. All our breaks are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And all the replays are there as well. I do know at some point the Twitch ones get taken down. But the YouTube and Facebook, as far as I know, Colin, they're up there forever. So 10 years from now, you save the video. Seriously, the YouTube link, you put it in a folder somewhere, email it to yourself or a Microsoft Word document. You can show your kids, hey, look, that was the time that I won so-and-so in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. So
they'll be like, I don't care, Dad.
Yeah. Cool. So good stuff.
I think we did sell out the single.
Diamond single. All right, diamond single number 1 coming up. I know I mentioned it to you, Colin. Let's try that as a divisional break. If no one's biting, we'll put it back up this way where the Cowboys and Lions are unselectable. Diamond single number 1, drop me a box number. Alexander, we will see. The mini helmets are 5 spots away. We go through stuff on the stream based on whether it sells out or not. So if I had to guess, I would say it's about a 50-50 chance those minis will break this stream. You guys want to help our guy Alexander? Jump in now. Which, by the way, the mini helmets, Colin, we have 9 headliners left, including Travis Kelce, Christian McCaffrey. So we should do that break this show. But if we don't do it this show, for some reason, Alexander, that break carries over to the 7 p.m. show. So that'll break either tonight during the 4 p.m. show, which goes till typically 5:36, or it'll break during the 7 p.m. show, which typically goes until about 10:30. Could be later, of course, if there's a lot of orders. Could be sooner if there's not as much. Jamie says, I work nights, 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. Watching the show when I get off in the morning is now my regular thing before I get some breakfast. That's awesome. Nice little tradition, Jamie. 6 p.m. to 5 a.m.
That is third shift if I ever heard it.
Yeah, I thought we were night owls personally, Colin, working till midnight many nights, and then I see till 5 a.m.
Yeah, that's
tough.
something.
That's tough.
Good on you.
We got 28 being called out by Tom Farkas. Thank you, Tom. 28 it is in the diamond helmets. I say this all the time, and I'll say it again, Colin. This is typically the best break in the room, although, again, once we get this 1 and 4, there is debate. The vault is typically really good, but on average, this is the best break in the room, the diamond helmets.
That's the truth.
They're all authentic, all high-end. You cannot go wrong with any diamond helmet, to be honest with you, headliner or not.
Right.
The non-headliners are good as well. We have a Notre Dame lid next to a Michigan lid, which are rivals. Then a Notre Dame against to a Miami lid, which were also rivals.
A lot of good
So,
happening here.
We have some interesting look on the table here. The Catholic versus Convicts 30 for 30.
Yep.
Iconic one for sure.
A lot of questionable things going on over here.
Oh my gosh. Jamie says, I work in a mine 700 feet underground. Noon and midnight look the same down there, so it makes no difference to me.
Wow.
That's fair. Stay safe, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank goodness for folks like Jamie, because that is not a shift a lot of folks would pick up. I used to do the same shift, man, says Tom Farkas, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So I'm adjusted back to sleep, and it's 2 years, LOL. I work in surgery. I turn into a pumpkin if I work past 4 p.m., says Randy.
Into a pumpkin.
Oh, God.
Not a pumpkin.
See, this is I've been on this schedule for most of my life, so I've never done 9 to 5 count. Not once ever. I come from working at local TV stations, which that workflow is typically about 2 to 11, 11:30 p.m. I mean, sometimes it's, press conferences could be at 10 a.m. to midnight day sometimes. Like here, we're typically more 2, 3 until about midnight or so, sometimes less, but I'm more on that like afternoon night shift schedule. Never done the 9 to 5. Even when I was as a kid growing up, I was an umpire part-time. That's nights too. Pizza delivery guy part-time, also nights. Have you ever done 9 to 5?
No. I remember when I worked at Aldi about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was always night shift, but every now and then I'd have to work a morning shift. You have to be there at like 5:30 in the morning.
It's terrible.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Tough.
Yeah, much rather prefer something like this.
Yeah. So randomizer going up. I will take all the names off. Tom Farkas has the Bengals. Bengals getting deselected. We have James with the Texans. JSauce likes his 5 a.m. to 1 p.m.
It works for some people. I mean, you get off early. That's the great news. You have your whole day. But then you also have to go to bed early.
Yeah, my perfect schedule would be like 11 to 7 or 12 to 8, I think. Because I don't want to wake up too early, but then you still get some of the night. But the next best thing is this. I would honestly do this rather than 9 to 5. Well, maybe. Again, depends on other factors, but the way my body is, I'm definitely a night guy personally.
I enjoy sleeping in. I'll just say that.
That's true. That is true. I slept in today, woke up at 11, Colin.
I stayed up till about 2, well, later than that, watching the Women's World Cup game.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I don't know why I did. I just noticed I was still up, and I was like, yeah, let's watch it. And then I woke up at like 7 anyway, so.
Pretty big upset. That was the Norway
over. It was pretty sweet.
Or actually, Norway getting upset by New Zealand, who's one of the host nations.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. They were amped.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites. After a big sports upset, the team goes crazy.
Yep.
Always iconic.
I was half awake going, wow, that was cool.
Yeah. All right, 24 teams left. We're going 10 clicks. Top 3 teams going to the first person who ordered. I'm up at 5 a.m. to work out and off work at 4 p.m., says Randy. Okay.
Workout, forget about it.
Yeah, that's tough.
Props to you, Randy. Couldn't be me, I don't think.
That's what my brother does. So
that's too early now.
He works an early schedule. He gets up. I think he works out at 5:30 or 6, but he's up at 5, prepare for the workout.
I prefer a late night workout when I'm like alone, 24-hour gym.
Yeah, those are good. I got my late night workout by walking the dogs. That's what I say.
There you go.
Tom Farkas gets the Bengals, gets randomized the Steelers, Panthers, and Lions. James Strode with the Texans gets the Commanders, Giants, and Cardinals. Farkas, my man. What up, Fark? He's got the Lions.
Oh, baby.
Looking for Barry Sanders. Tyler Garbett with the Dolphins gets the Seahawks, Titans, and Browns. Ian Manning, that is Peyton Manning's second nephew, I'm going to say, or second cousin. He gets the Vikings, get randomized the Colts, Bears, and Raiders. Manning family. It's the Colts, right?
That's crazy.
Michael Frank with the Chiefs. He gets the Jets, Patriots, and Bills. Robert Larson with the Bucks. He's getting the Niners, Rams, and Eagles. Jared Winters on fire in the break room. And how about this? He's got the Ravens, gets randomized the Broncos, Packers, and Chargers. And he's got the last 4 as well. That's the Saints. Gets the Jaguars, Falcons, and the Cowboys.
Gross.
Romo
great.
Flex, Michael Irvin, Salute the Service Authentic. That is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, actually, with that many boxes left, getting that, pretty great.
Yeah.
2
David
in
says,
13 chance.
yeah, not bad. I worked noon to midnight when I worked overseas. It was horrible, LOL, says David.
Yeah, that's not good either way.
Yeah.
You don't really get to sleep in much. You don't really have a nightlife either.
That's tough.
Noon to noon, yeah, that's tough.
Although that's
midnight.
That Saturday, Sunday show, we're sometimes 1-to-1.
That's true.
If you think about it,
yeah,
with how hard these guys ball on Saturdays and Fridays and Sundays. So here we go. 28 coming up, 28 of 30. Looking for Romo, looking for Barry Sanders, looking for some hate. Like I said earlier, Colin, the diamond helmets, they're all incredible, headliner or not. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Not what I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
But still beautiful. This is the Lion Flash. It's not Barry, though. It's Hendon Hooker.
Oh, wow.
The Tennessee quarterback. He was incredible for Tennessee.
Whoa.
Took down Alabama this season. Would have been drafted higher had he not had that gruesome injury late. But his college numbers were incredible for Hendon Hooker. Tom Farkas, Lion Flash Authentic. In my opinion, Colin, this is the third best quarterback in this last year's draft. I know you're high on Richardson.
Who's ahead?
Young and Stroud. And I've got Hendon Hooker as number 3, ahead of Will Levis, ahead of Anthony Richardson. He did play on a better team, I know, but played in the same conference, put up much better numbers than Mr. Richardson. To be exact, Colin, in 2022, 27 touchdown passes, 2 picks. 2021, 31 touchdown passes, 3 picks. He can pass, he can run. This is a baller right here. Congrats, Farkas, on Hendon Hooker.
That's nice, man. Yeah, not who you wanted necessarily, but hey, great consolation. That's for sure.
This is exactly what that Barry helmet's going to look like, by the way.
Maybe that's a little appetizer, man.
Yeah. Look, we pulled Billy Sims BS20. Now it's this Hendon Hooker. We are building to the Barry Sanders.
It's almost like we're summoning him.
It's destiny. That could be an awesome hit in a few years, says J Sauce. I like Hooker a lot. Same. Farkas's heart skipped a beat. So did Iron Man's. Yeah. What's up, Fontez? Fonz. Aye. That's the Fonz thing. I think I did it right. Did I do it right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's from the show Happy Days. I told my girlfriend about Fontez, and she told me go, aye.
I don't know if it's I or A.
Oh, A. I think it's A.
I think it's A.
A. A. He says A. Okay, good. Aiden Hutchinson on that Michigan lane.
Had to do the A first.
A.
Then we'll get to it.
Fontez.
A.
He's probably gotten that a lot in his life. He's like, I know exactly what it is, guys. I get this all the time. Hashtag thanks. So good hit, Farkas. Really nothing has changed here in the break room the last few days. Tyler Grinder, Tom Farkas, continue to take home W's.
Grinding. That's what we do.
Working hard. I thought for a second it was the Barry. I know David Griffin knows this. A lot of times the headliner boxes have the blue on them, the blue marker or whatever, to let us know to get extra excited. This one didn't have the blue. Then I saw the line flash, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did we forget to put the blue? Then I'm like, wait a minute. Then I'm like, oh, Hendon Hooker.
I haven't seen Hendon Hooker yet. That's pretty sweet.
First time in the break room. Nicely done, Farkas.
And I think it was Steven and I were talking about this, or Alex and I, somebody, that ACL tears aren't really what they used to be in the NFL. They've gotten a lot better at, rehabbing it and getting it back to 100%. So, shouldn't hinder him too much, I wouldn't think.
I still thought that was a little bit of an odd pick. Just because they have Jared Goff, who was statistically, Colin, he was a top 5 quarterback last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I could make a case for Goff being a top 10 quarterback. I like Hendon Hooker a lot personally. I think he could be an NFL starting quarterback. Is he top 10? I don't know. That's why I thought that pick, honestly, was a little bit curious for me at least. But whether with Detroit or elsewhere, I think he might get his chance at some point.
Especially with his injury, I don't think he's NFL ready yet, which is why it might be good for him to sit behind Goff for a year.
Goff is not that old still, though.
No, you're right. And maybe, I think it's a good pick in the sense of if Goff's not really working out, so it turns, they have a guy they can turn to.
Yeah,
but if it does work out, then you're good to go anyway. It's kind of a little insurance pick.
So, there you go. Bob says you're going to be Jordan Addison's new driving instructor. Did I miss something yesterday?
Oh, man. Well, did you hear about Jordan Addison today? I think
what happened?
Early this morning.
Oh, did he get a DUI?
No, it wasn't a DUI. He was going like 140 and a 55 at 3 a.m.
Was he intoxicated while doing it?
I haven't heard he's intoxicated yet.
Okay. That's tough.
Yeah, I think I could help him maybe.
So, Goff is a free agent soon, so they're protecting the future, says Jay Sauce.
Yeah, that too.
Goff won't be there in 2 years. Hooker will get a shot. Great to sit behind him. The triple sign Raiders did go Tyler Grinder. He tried out for NASCAR. Oh, boy. It seems like it.
Not good.
I will say what the NASCAR drivers do, us normal people should never, ever attempt to do, Colin.
No, not in a 55 especially. I mean,
Yeah.
he's lucky he's alive. Or wasn't worse.
So, college single, number 1, drop me a box number. I did get the news, Bob. We did talk about it earlier. RIP to Jason Fox. Terrible, terrible news. Awesome person. I loved every interaction with him. Very positive man, Jason Fox. That is the last platinum break, correct, James? And we'll have a 1 in 4 next after that closes, or it could be the footballs. We're putting 1 in 4 next, whether it's the platinums or the college that closes up. And that actually could be the last platinum break ever, because we are not really planning on running that series much. I don't want to say ever, Colin, but the diamonds are more popular. Yeah, Bob, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Joe Saki with 29. 29 it is, Mr. Saki. In the college break. We have a triple up. So let's see what happens here. Then we can see if we want to take the triple down. There's an OJ Chrome Authentic and a Lou Holtz out there. So, yeah, sympathy card would be a nice idea. Prayers indeed, Michael Frank. So we have, this is the college. 1 second here. Registration number 1, John Story, Tommy Henry, Tom Farkas, Joe Saki, and Kenny Gober. We will go 10 clicks for our college break. Let's see if this is that O.J. Simpson here, Colin. And we can reevaluate double, single, whatever after this. Let's see what this lid is. So 10 clicks, Kenny Gober up top. We've got ourselves the Big 10 for Kenny. Big 12 is Joe Saki, Tom Farkas, ACC, Joe Saki, Pac-12. John Story looking for that OJ. Actually, no. Actually, the Joe Saki's looking for OJ in the Pac-12. John Story, SEC, it just means more. And Tommy Henry, everything else. There is a Lou Holtz still out there in the series, by the way.
There you go.
Sounds good, Fontez. We will see you when we see you. Happy birthday. And actually, Fontez wrote this earlier. It's almost Leo season. I believe Leo season starting in 2 to 3 days. And it's his last birthday in his 30s or something, he said as well.
Oh boy.
So
last days of my 30s. Wow, there you go, Fonz.
Fonz turning the big 4-0.
What part of Illinois?
Yeah.
Chicago, come see us.
23 on my birthday. There you go. So Leo season starting on the 23rd.
Go Leos.
That's right. Let me get a Duke Daniel Jones, says Tom Farkas. That is a very specific request. If this happens, it'll be one of the spookiest things I've ever seen, Colin.
Man.
That is very specific. Here we go, 29 of 30. You would think Daniel Jones would at least be a listing name if he's in the series, but hey, you never know. This college series is absolute fire. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Man. You know who's heating up in the break room now?
Who dat?
Tommy Henry is who dat.
Gosh.
Lou Holtz, authentic
Oh,
helmet. Says 88 national champs. I think I can say this word on the air.
Uh-oh.
Can I say this word on the air? I think I can say it. It's not one of the bad 6 words.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, I'll say it. Screwed in 89, 90, and 93.
I can't believe you said that.
How dare I?
What are you doing?
That is a nice inscription right there. Authentic for Lou Holtz. One of the best coaches of all time. That's everything else. Tommy Henry's got Notre Dame. He's got the Joe Montana and the Lou Holtz. How about that?
Boy. Not bad, man. You are just adding to that Notre Dame collection you're building. You didn't even
Doing
know you were
work.
building it.
Doing work. Yeah, J-Sauce, right?
That is funny. That's cool, man.
I think there's 7 words or 6 words you can't say on the air for radio. Were you taught those? You probably were taught those.
I actually don't think I was.
We can't say them, and that's not one of them.
I don't think screwed's fine.
Yeah.
We got screwed. Like, you can say that.
College Football Hall of Famer, by the way, on Lou Holtz. I'm trying to look at the years, because I think him and Montana might have just missed each other. So he coached at Notre Dame 86 to 96. I think they just missed each other, Colin. Montana played at Notre Dame 70, let's see, up till 79. Yeah, so they did miss each other. But 2 Notre Dame legends regardless. Nicely done, Tommy Henry.
That's not authentic?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
This
Super
is
cool.
YouTube. Say what you please, LOL, says NJ Fresh. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. It's not radio.
Tommy Henry's 4th Notre Dame he's pulled in UA. Fontes going to Troy, about an hour from Springfield. Could make an extra 3-hour trip. Come on down, Fonz.
Oh boy, 3
It's
hours.
quite the drive, though, to be honest. Tommy says first was Joe Theismann, first ever hit, then Michael Mayer, now these. Between this Holtz and Kenneth Walker, yeah, Montana left in 79. He did. And YouTube, say what you want, Farkas. Say what you please. I'd rather play it safe, Colin.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
Anyway. Tommy is not even Catholic. George Cullen came up with the 7 words you can't say on TV or radio. Colin just watched the George Harlan skit.
I got homework in between shows.
Yeah, I got homework. You could probably guess what most of them are. There was like one I think that's surprising. But a lot of them are pretty guessable. It's actually one of the first things I actually first learned this. They did teach us this in the journalism classes too, but actually when I joined the campus radio station in Columbia, Missouri, actually at the recruitment meeting, it's the first thing they led with. They're like, who knows the 7 words you can't say on air? And it's like several hundred people saying the words loud.
Oh, God.
So it's like...
Just a room full of vulgar.
Yeah, vulgarity, for sure. So, good stuff, Tommy Lou Holtz. All right, so here's what we'll do.
I'd kind of be embarrassed if I said one that wasn't one of them. It's just like, wow, you even thought of that one?
We have, yeah, no doubt, 3 boxes left in the college. We have a triple box break left. It is $189 a spot. There is an O.J. Simpson Chrome with the 1968 Heisman inscription. It's an authentic. Got the silver mask. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to close this up in a triple? You guys want to do just 3 singles or a single and a double? What would you guys like to do for the college break?
We got options.
Yes, I want to poll the room as a whole. If the triple's not going to fill, we'll take it down. There's going to be 2 other really good hits. It's the college series, right?
Yeah,
I know that's the headliner, but there's going to be 2 other really good hits in here as well. I'm leaning towards a single and a double, personally. That way folks can get in on the double still. That's been popular, and then folks can still get in on the single. And if we do the single first when we pull them, then we can always take that double apart and put it in the singles as well. How many wants a single? Let's do that, unless we have, overwhelming consensus, like, yes, I'll jump in the triple. Let's do the single and double both, and then we can revisit this after we see how we do there. We are about to have a diamond double, 1 spot to go. 3 left in the pick 1, get 3 rep as well. So let's get those knocked out. I love the college, but I don't want the OJ, said Shane Emery. I get it. OJ is one of those polarizing figures, Colin, that's for sure. There is 2 other really cool helmets in there, too.
That's
or
true.
whatever they are. I heard my nephew's reeling in the big names. Yeah, Joe Montana, Lou Holtz, Notre Dame Authentics.
Cleaning house.
He's doing work. It's what Tommy Henry does. One he didn't win, though, is this Ray Lewis custom lid. Tyler Grinder took this thing home. This is a pretty crazy one, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty crazy hit, if you ask me. And you want to grab some boxes.
Yep.
Clear me out a little bit. So we'll have the single and double up for the college. Come and get it, guys. We will be dropping a 1 in 4 next. At this point, it looks like the college is more likely to close up first than the platinums. Well, I'll say this, though. A good night to do the platinums. It's the Chase Wheel Spin.
That's right.
So come and get that. That Ray Lewis is hot, says Tiff. It is. It is. It's the same line that Ronnie uses on her. She's using it on the helmet, Colin. The Tiff Hag. The swag hag for Tiff. Tiff got that Julius Irving jersey the other night. Yes, NJ Fresh. We don't do the gift codes. That is a marketing and customer service question. Here's that link. What up, Pharaoh? What's going on, Pharaoh Borchard? We have not done a top-to-bottom rundown yet. Colin, I'm going to do it right now. I know the double diamond's going to fill up, but we'll do the top-to-bottom rundown first. So we have 6 spots left in the college football mixer series. 3 boxes left. One of them is O.J. Simpson Chrome Authentic with the 1968 Heisman Trophy inscription. O.J. has done what few guys have done. Heisman Trophy winner, NFL MVP, pro and college football Hall of Famer. Not many guys have done all that. Also one of 8 guys to rush for 2,000 yards in a season. He was a movie star as well. He had some off-field issues too. But O.J. Simpson, phenomenal player. Definitely a clean-looking lid there in our college series. 1 spot to go in the Diamond Double. We have 11 boxes left. All 11 in the room, all 11 on the ticker. We have the best running back of all time, in my opinion. The Barry Sanders Flash Authentic with the Lion King inscription. He never missed a Pro Bowl. He always got over 1,000 yards rushing. He would be the NFL's all-time leading rusher had he not retired early, the great Barry Sanders. I know there's the running back debate. I put Barry number 1 personally. I know Bob's a Jim Brown guy. I know some Cowboy fans will go Emmitt Smith. For me, Colin, it's Barry. Do you have a number 1?
Barry.
I said that as a Bear fan, too, by the way. I mean, Randy Houston was like, how could you say that? Walter Payton. I'm like, I know. But Barry had better yards per carry, didn't play on as good of teams. He was simply electric in the open field.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
So we have Michael Irvin, Salute the Service Authentic. Pro Football Hall of Famer, 3-time Super Bowl champion, one of the best wide receivers of all time on that Cowboy lid. Then we have Tony Romo on that flex. That's a speed flex with the visor. Let me see. I think he's in here in the divisional single. Here's a closer look at that video. That is a crazy helmet. Tony Romo, a vastly underappreciated quarterback, and to be honest with you, I really like him in the booth. It's weird because he was really popular right away. Now, all of a sudden, some folks don't like him, and I'm like, I still like Tony.
I still like him, too.
He's phenomenal on television. One of the best in the biz. One of those athletes that truly provides that awesome insight. Tony Romo. So Tommy says, fill up the single for OJ, fellas. Let's get it done. 6 spots to go in the single.
Do you want this double back up as a pick 1, get 3? Or...
Yeah, let's put that one up as pick 1, get 3. Give them both the option. If the double is sold out, we'll do that break shortly here. Let me go through these other series real quick. The coin toss reps, we're still looking for Tim Brown. Top 10 all-time receiving yards, receiving touchdowns. Micah Parsons. Number 3 in the Madden rankings for pass rushers, Colin. Micah. CMC. He is a top 2 or 3 running back in the league. A Hall of Fame corner. There's an island named after him, Darrelle Revis. All these other names in here as well, other than the Thurman Thomas, Chad Johnson, Michael Vick, DJ Moore. Plenty of options to pick your headliners in the coin toss reps. 5 to go in that single, looking for the OJ. 8 to go in the platinums. There's 1 helmet left. It's actually Kenneth Walker III. He is in the listing, not photoed, but over 1,000 yards rushing last season. Former Doak Walker award winner in college. Should get that Kenneth Walker helmet soon. The jersey, 7 spots to go. This is one that's a little puzzling. We have 9 jerseys left. Saquon Barkley, the man should get paid, by the way. This is getting ridiculous, Colin.
You're not wrong.
Pay the man, Saquon. Warren Moon, the first black quarterback inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Then, of course, Randy Moss, probably the most talented receiver ever. There's 3 photoed headliners, but we have not pulled Trayvon Diggs or Kayvon Thibodeau yet. So it's actually a 5 in 9 chance at a headliner. It's Thirsty Thursday. Buy 6 or more spots. If one is the jersey, get that spot for free. Mini helmets. Wow. Look at that. All these headliners are out there except for Burrow and Devontae Smith. So Travis Kelce, O.J. Simpson, Nick Chubb, Jonathan Taylor, Marshall Faulk, Jamar Chase, Micah Parsons, Christian McCaffrey, T. Higgins. Excellent mini helmet series. Come and get it. We have the Hail Mary single up, the divisional way, and then the slab cards. Every headliner's out there. Quarterbacks galore: Herbert, Rodgers, Fields, Hurts, Steve Young, Russell Wilson, and of course, probably the 2 best receivers in the NFL. We forgot how good Cooper Kupp was a couple years ago.
Let's not forget.
So good stuff in there. So this is a diamond double that filled up. Is that right, Colin?
That is right.
Diamond double. And you have the Lions and Cowboys unselectable. Perfect. Diamond double number 1. Drop me 2 box numbers, guys. Let's rock and roll. I'm a little surprised no one's gotten the platinums. Looks like there might not be a Chase Wheel spin this show, Colin.
You hate to see it.
That's terrible.
Really hate to see it.
Kyle Disler says 27 and 30. Thank you, Kyle. You can sign up right now for everything, Alexander. All the breaks you can purchase actually every single second of every single day of the entire year, Colin. We do break at 4 and 7 Monday through Friday, 2 and 7 on Saturday and Sunday. But there's never a moment where you can't purchase a break spot.
That's right.
The break page is open every single second of the day, Alexander. So full disclosure, those jerseys may not fill up this show, but if for some reason they don't break this show, they will break tonight at 7 p.m. Any breaks that don't fill up in a given show, they carry over to the next show. So that's the way that works. All right, so I'll start subtracting the NFL squads. We got our pick 1, get 3 double. Imagine getting the Barry and the Romo in this break.
Yeah. I think it was Michael Frank got randomized to Cowboys and Saints last night.
Did he get the breeze?
He got the breeze.
Of course he did.
That's a dream randomization. Get both headliners.
Oof. Michael. Doing it big.
Yeah, he was celebrating.
I bet. Marcus with the Dolphins. Dolphins getting deselected. We got ourselves, let's see here, Jackson Smith. That Jackson Smith in the Jigba in his own break?
Wow.
Oh, man. He's looking for his own helmet, which was pulled, actually, in this series.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
He's got the Seahawks. He's got the Vikings as well. It's got to be a receiver. He's hunting those wideouts. Vikings, we did have a Jay Jettas in this series, I believe. Got pulled already. Kyle Disler, of course, has the Chiefs. Chiefs going off the board. Oh, no problem, Alexander. Ask away. No such thing as a dumb question in this break room. We got a lot of new people, and this is a pretty confusing concept. Even when I applied for a job here at Colin, I still didn't know what I was quite getting myself into. So, you never know. Michael Frank with the Bucks. Bucks going off the board. Ken Morawski, he's a Giant fan, taking the Giants here. Tony Gonzalez with the Ravens. Tony G. Yes, it is that Tony Gonzalez. No, it's not. It's a different Tony Gonzalez.
Not that one.
But he's cool, too.
We got Jackson Smith and Jigba and Tony Gonzalez.
Celebrity kind of break here at Ultimate Autographs. 8, 9 clicks, 10th and final click. All right, Chargers, Broncos, and Packers going to Tom. Arcus, who already has the Dolphins. Jackson Smith with the Seahawks gets the Jaguars, Commanders, and Eagles. Jackson Smith with the Vikings gets the Steelers, Cowboys, and Lions. Okay. If it's a headliner, Jackson Smith will win it.
Wow.
He can win 2 headliners in this break. Holy cow.
That's insane. What a randomization.
Right? Kyle Disler with the Chiefs. He's going to get the Bills, Rams, and Jets. Kenny Gober with the Raiders. He's going to get the Texans, Falcons, and Niners. Michael Frank with the Bucks. He's getting the Saints, Panthers, and Bears. Ken Morawski with the Giants. He gets the Browns, Titans, and Bengals. Lastly, Tony Gonzalez, Ravens, gets the Colts, Patriots, and Cardinals. There's 2 boxes coming out here. This is a double box break, 2 authentic helmets. Like we've been saying, Colin, this is the best series in the room. The Authentics. You will not miss in this series, regardless of whether Romo, Barry go in this break. It's going to be a fire break for sure. So 11 boxes left, I believe. No, we did 1, and this is going to be 12 boxes left. It'll be 10 after this. Is that right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This.
Yeah, 10 after this. So I was right the first time. Always trust your instincts. Here we go. Is this going to be the Barry or Romo boxes? Or that Urban box, perhaps?
Something else.
Or something else that's good. Or it could be a combination of all of that, Colin.
It really could be.
There is 2 boxes. I mean, in all likelihood, Matt says what? Maybe 1 headliner and then 1 non-headliner? I like this one. I like this helmet a lot. One of the best defensive players of all time, former Defensive Player of the Year, Hall of Famer, excellent Fox analyst. I grew up watching this guy, Colin. Howie Long.
Oh, wow.
Watching him on TV, that is. Not playing. I'm too young to watch him play, but I watched him on Fox Football.
Absolutely.
Beautiful autograph for the Raiders. Who's got the Raiders? Kenny Gober. He's a Raider fan. He selects the Raiders a lot in this break. He's got himself Howie Long.
Beautiful. Well, we were not too young to watch his sons play, and they were both excellent.
Exactly. It's a family tradition.
Love Chris Long. Big part of why the Eagles, or helped the Eagles win that Super Bowl.
Yeah. It was good.
Got to get a signed Chris Long jersey.
You should.
I should.
I mean, you have a Jaden Ivey. That's more obscure than Chris Long, maybe.
It's not signed, though.
Okay, but still.
I like it, though.
Nice hit right there. Jettas is gone in reps. Yes, Tommy Henry. It was actually the first headliner we pulled in that series, very early on in the series. You never know where these headliners are. We did pull that Jettas. Actually, the Jettas was won by another huge Viking fan, Tony Baloney. And he lost his mind, Colin. He he freaked out when he got that thing. He was so happy.
I'm pretty sure he won an authentic Justin Jefferson, like his very first break.
He did.
Which is insane.
So he's got an authentic and a rep of Jay Jettas.
Attaboy.
30 out of 30 coming up. Let's see some heat here. We have ourselves another diamond helmet. Could this be a headliner moment, Colin? Barry Sanders. Maybe it's Tony Romo. Well, it's not Tony Romo because there's no visor on this thing. I just felt it. Oh my God, what is this? Is this something different, something interesting? There's actually very few of these helmets out there. It's an actual Washington Redskin helmet. It's the 1983 NFL MVP, Joe Theismann. Let's go. Who's got the Commanders would be the pick here. It's Jackson Smith, another Notre Dame quarterback in college. So nicely done.
Look at that.
Super Bowl champion, 83 MVP inscription. Very cool on this Joe Theismann.
I think that's only the second Redskins helmet I've seen.
Yeah, something different, man. Good hit, Jackson Smith.
Well, technically, there's no winner. There's no Redskins. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that one goes back in inventory. That'd be so bogus.
Yeah. I like this. It's nice. It's something different. I mean, obviously, it's a hot button topic, but I like the helmet. I'll say that much. Jackson Smith, nicely done on Joe Theismann. So 10 boxes left now, Colin. 3 headliners left. I would say let's get after it, right?
Hey, no reason not to.
Let's get after those diamonds.
And Howie Long and Joe Theismann on a helmet we don't see very often is what we're getting when we're not pulling headlines.
Yeah.
So.
And we did talk about that earlier in the show. Daniel Snyder is out. I think, what was it, the comment? $60 million penalty. Washington getting sold today. About time, right?
Over $6 billion.
Okay.
Team got sold.
Yep. A flat white. This actually might be a lunar, to be honest. But it looks nice. It looks very nice, this Washington helmet. I think this is a flat white. I think it's a lunar, actually.
It looks more like a lunar to me.
Yeah. But something different. It's like extra white, though. I don't know. Very, very clean. So, Beckett certified. Nice hit, Jackson Smith.
We're played by Josh Harris. Is there a Josh Harris that isn't the former NBA player, Josh Harris?
Oh, I remember him. Yeah.
Surely it's not him.
Surely not.
Unless he's been making some real good financial decisions. Bob insists it's a flat white. So.
What Bob says. This looks like the lunar, but I guess teams have different patterns. Either way, it's a nice helmet.
Either way.
Either way.
Can't go wrong.
So, good hit right there. All right, guys, what's next? What's next here in the room? 60 million is tip money, yeah, for him. Yeah, no kidding. Him. Let me see that Montana. I know I showed off the Ray Lewis earlier. This is another one of the hits of the show. This Joe Montana. Logos on lunars are only one color, says Bob. Okay. Well, it is the Washington helmet. Who knows what they could have done to that thing since it's different.
Yeah, I was going to say that's usually how the lunars are, but it looked more like a lunar as far as the matte white.
Yeah, it looks exactly like every lunar I've seen, but who knows when they designed that bad boy.
Yeah, that's a great point too.
So, like, there could have been, that helmet could have been made a while ago, though it looks like those decals were put on. And we'll get those fixed up. I know they're a little bit off. We'll send those over to our guy Luke. He maybe get them re-put in, but definitely a nice lid.
I wish 60 mil was tip money for me.
That sounds great, Colin.
That would not be too bad.
That sounds great.
I wonder what Dan Snyder's net worth is.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob, again, to be honest with you, Bob, it doesn't matter. The helmet looks beautiful. It looks exactly like all the lunars. I've seen the lunar a million times. Looks like a lunar, Colin, whether it's lunar or flat white. Doesn't matter. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful lid.
He's worth $4.9 billion. That is tip money. Good gracious.
Flat whites came out before the name change, saying Bob. Okay. Bob would know. Bob would know. I'm just telling you what we know, Bob. It looks like a lunar. That's for sure.
How much do you think Jerry Jones is worth?
A lot.
$13.5 billion.
Jeez.
That's a lot of money.
That's the crazy thing when you think about the Cowboys. Jerry Jones gets all this hate. Some of it's fair, some of it's not. But the man's got his money.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as a businessman, I know as a sports franchise, he used to make all the right calls. Nowadays, the Cowboys, he's hit or miss. They're still a good team. But as a pure businessman, he's really, really good. He's good at what he does.
I mean, shoot, you're worth $1 billion. You're great at what you do.
Yeah.
$13 billion?
Yeah.
I bet the Cowboys are worth more than that.
Let's look it up. Sports franchise is worth the most. Hey, by the way, Colin, no headliners went there.
Yeah, good point. Now he's right, 10.1 billion, so a little bit off, but pretty close.
Yeah. Not bad.
I want to go to AT&T Stadium.
I do as well.
I would like to go to enemy territory. A, because the stadium The stadium looks like, just when I think of a football stadium, that's what it is. That's like American football to a T. So I'm going to go see it. And second, watching Eagles-Cowboys in Dallas, in Jerry World, would be a lot of fun.
Where did you find your total, Colin?
It was on Sportskeeda.
I mean, this site obviously may not be updated. Looks like it was as of March 6, 2023. It had him as the most valuable at $8 billion. But I mean, what's a few billion? If you're 8, 9, 10 billion, it's worth a lot.
Yeah.
Worth
it looks
a
like there
lot.
are some mixed reports. This was in 2022. There's a Forbes one, though, in 2022 that says it's $8 billion.
Yeah.
So I don't know. A lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless, a lot.
Bought the team for $125 million. Talk about profit.
Holy
Jerry
cow.
Jones is the Floyd Mayweather, right? Right, he is. Look, Floyd Mayweather definitely has made his share of money for sure.
That's a businessman, too.
Yeah, the top 5, again, this is as of Forbes.
Richest teams?
Richest teams. They have the Giants as 5. That was surprised. The Yankees 4.
That's not surprising.
The Rams 6. The Patriots are 2. Although, is this just NFL teams? Because I know there's like other sports franchises.
They had the Yankees.
Oh, the Knicks were 6. Yeah.
The Yankees
Yeah.
were 4.
My grandpa sold his 10% stake in the Bengals for $500,074. A great move, apparently.
Yeah, well, turned out not to be. But
Yeah.
that's a lot of money in 1974, though.
Yeah.
Half a $500,000 in 1974. I don't know what that is with inflation, but
I'll take it.
yeah, I would take it now.
We have a rep break coming up, Colin. 1 spot to go in the reps. And you got a spot taken in the next diamond double as well.
Right with your Bears.
It would be worth $400 million today if you had held, says James. Yeah. Rough.
There's like
Isn't he a part Reds owner too, though, or something with the Reds? Because James was telling us that he's got a lot of Johnny Bench memorabilia.
yeah, I remember him saying that he was a part owner when Johnny Bench played too.
Yeah.
So what year was it? $500,000
In 74. It's probably worth like $1 million, maybe.
1974.
Adjusted for
I was about to say, I
inflation.
thought it was probably more than that. $3 million.
$3
But
million.
still.
$3 million? $400 million?
Yeah. There was a guy that was like a part owner of Apple early on. He
Yeah.
sold his stock for like $50K.
Yeah.
Like the original, and it was like a third of it or something.
Fail. Hashtag fail.
Yeah, he would be a billionaire easy today.
Yeah. Man. See, I feel like if I invested money in a team, I would want to ride it through. Even if it's not going great, I just would not sell.
I think UA should buy a team.
We should buy a team.
Like a low-end team that could like rise up and eventually make it to get like a basketball team. They're going to expand.
Teams
soon.
are expensive.
Not that expensive. Well, we got a Gulfstream. We'll sell the Gulfstream.
We'll get the G League team.
Yeah, right.
The Windy City Bulls, and then there'll be some guy who starts up there and makes it big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying they're going to expand. So,
Yeah.
like,
Well, we're expanding. So I don't know.
yeah, see?
Not a
XFL.
terrible idea, Matt.
The ultimate autograph, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got options.
James said we still get 4 tickets to every Super Bowl, though, so that's cool.
Okay, that's sick.
Nice.
I'd take that for sure.
So Forrest Gump bought stock in a fruit company, says Bob. He's a master of the fish. Got the fish market cornered.
We are ready to go.
Rep is ready to go. Rep number 1.
Number 2.
Drop me a box number, guys. This could be the last break of the show unless we get moving here. Up to you guys. I would love to get another break done. That is up to you guys. Yeah, we just did the math, William. Colin said it worth be $3 million, and it's now worth $400 million. So it's actually even worse than 10%.
Yeah, not right.
But that's okay. Life happens. It sounds like his Grandpa has owned other businesses and he's doing pretty good for himself.
Yeah, look, I mean, he still flipped it for a profit.
Yeah.
It just could have been a huge profit.
Exactly.
Who could have known?
So we got 24 from Speedy.
Tony Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez. What up, Tony G? 24 it is. I keep seeing Instagram videos and photos of Tony Gonzalez playing NBA Summer League. That man was jacked. Have you seen what I'm talking about, Colin?
No.
Oh, look it up. Tony Gonzalez, he even put it on himself. He's like, I have too much muscle to make a jump shot. But he got like 11 rebounds one of the games or something. Yeah, again, it's not like he's poor because of it, but could have had more. So that's business for you. That is business for you. All right, coin toss reps. We got Chanston down to Brandon Doherty. So we will start subtracting the NFL teams we selected. Alan gets in here. I'll have him jump off because I don't know which one Brandon took. Steelers? Okay, perfect. Actually, I could have looked it up on Shopify. Either way. Cowboys going off the board. Got Micah Parsons in here. Tony with the Niners. I'm sure the Bengal value could go up if they win a Super Bowl.
Oh, for
that's
sure.
something they haven't done yet. I remember last year, Steven and I texted each other because it was the first text we could send with the Bengals winning a playoff game. Do you remember that, Colin? Was that? I think it was before you started. Maybe it was right around when. No, you started back then, I think. I can't remember. But they had never won 2 years ago, is what it was. Before you started.
Mm-hmm.
They had never won a playoff game from when you can text.
That's hilarious.
That was funny.
Yeah, lots changed since then.
Yeah, no kidding. The sports landscape is so much different too, though, because like back then, like you had to be like the Lakers, you know, the Knicks, those big market, you know, franchises. Nowadays, anyone could be successful. It's just a much different landscape. And you could be a superstar in any market. That's the facts. So deselecting teams you guys selected: Bucks, Steelers going off the board. Yeah, that Dave Robinson Hall of Fame ring was heavy, man. I can't believe that Canton Hall of Fame trip. Dave Robinson was just giving his ring to anybody who wanted it.
That's nice.
It was this kid actually came up and was like, "I'm gonna tell everyone it's cool. They're gonna think I'm so cool." I was like, "Yep, yes, sir." Dave Robinson was awesome.
It probably brings him as much joy as it does everybody else, just seeing them enjoy
Super cool
it.
guy. James says, still doing all right, just not a 100 millionaire, but still very proud of family sports history. Pretty cool to have authentic World Series rings and trophies in our living room. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Don't let anything take away from that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Chanston as the Cowboys gets the Colts, Lions, and Browns. Tony Gonzalez with the Niners gets the Bills, Seahawks, and Panthers. Tyler G with the Dolphins gets the Jaguars, Falcons. No, excuse me, the Packers, Jaguars, and Falcons. We got Josh DeLuca with the Jets. He is getting the Texans, Eagles, and Chiefs. How about those are our squads, Colin?
Big Texans fan.
I figure. Todd with the Saints gets the Vikings, Titans, and Patriots. Michael Frank with the Bears, my other squad.
Bears.
He's getting the Bengals, Ravens, and Rams. Robert Larson with the Bucks. He gets the Commanders, Broncos, and Raiders. Brandon Doherty with the Steelers. He gets the Cardinals, Chargers, and Giants. All right. Box 24 coming up. 24 of 30. Coin toss rep helmets. Good luck, everybody. Let's see some heat here. You can't make this stuff up, Colin. It's just, this break room can often be very, very spooky, as we like to say.
Boy. Okay.
Another one of those spooky moments you could probably guess. We're talking all about the Bengals. The Bengal lid.
Look at that.
We got the 1981 NFL MVP, Ken Anderson, one of the best quarterbacks in Bengal history. Fantastic hit. Who's got the Bengals? Bengals got randomized to Michael Frank. Nice hit, Michael Frank, on your Ken Anderson. It's kind of crazy to think about all the quarterbacks, and by all, I know it's only a couple guys, but Boomer Esiason, Ken Anderson, both won MVPs with the Bengals, but neither guy could win a ring. Neither guy could even make the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow's been there, does not have the ring yet, does not have the MVP yet, but pretty sure it's going to be a third MVP quarterback at some point, Colin.
I've got to imagine he's going to get both at some point. If I'm a betting man, I think he'll get both. But
I like the inscription, like the helmet as well. Nicely done, Michael Frank.
it does feel like we manifest things in this break room. It's interesting.
Boomer might have lost in the Super Bowl. You might be right, Jay Sauce. He didn't win the Super Bowl. Maybe that's what I meant to say. Let me see. Boomer Esiason Super Bowl. So, I lost the Super Bowl to the Niners. Okay. Yeah, that's correct, actually. Yeah, lost to Joe Montana and the Niners.
Well,
Boomer Esiason did play in a Super Bowl.
no shame in that.
That must have been right before the text. So, funny. Either way, so Boomer has been to one Super Bowl, but has not won one. Ken Anderson wasn't at one. Burrow's been to back-to-back AFC title games. We'll see if he's going to get one eventually.
Knocking on the door.
Yeah, nice hit, Michael Frank, on your Ken Anderson.
AFC is just so fun right now.
It's so good. There's so many good teams, and we talked about this the other day, but actually, the Chiefs and Bills and Mahomes Allen was becoming the new big rivalry, the new big thing, and actually it's been surpassed by the Bengals.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
now Bengals, Chiefs, and Mahomes versus Burrow.
Have you gotten started on that quarterback series yet? On
First
Netflix?
episode was great.
Mhm.
I was actually going to watch one last night. I got tired. That's my plan for tonight. I'll watch that tonight before bed.
I think we're almost on the same schedule, except I'm one ahead of you.
So you watched two.
I watched 2 today.
Yeah.
I watched 3 probably tonight.
Oh my God, yeah.
But episode 2 is really good. You'll love it.
I
I just hate that I know this is all going to lead to Patrick Mahomes beating the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Oh my God. I love what it's leading to, because it's a behind the scenes of a Super Bowl champion quarterback. When they did that series, it could not have worked out better for them, right?
I love the Max Crosby thing too, but I won't say it on.
I started shouting it, and my girlfriend's like,
"Wrong mother." I was like,
I started shouting it because I'm not normally one to swear, but I started shouting it in the living room because I was watching. My girlfriend was in the other room. She's like, "What's going on? What's going on?"
I'm like,
I was like, "Yeah, it's my homie, baby."
I was getting chills. I was just like,
That was
man,
cool.
you really did wake up the, you know what?
Yeah, it's not smart. There's some guys, it's the same thing with Michael Jordan. There's so many stories of guys trash talking him. Reggie Miller had a famous story where he was trash talking MJ when he was young, and MJ, the second half dropped 30 plus. Reggie had 2 points in the second half, and Jordan's like, yeah, keep talking, right?
Yep.
So you don't want to wake up the all-time greats. I would say those guys do not get intimidated by trash talk. Max Crosby, not a smart move.
Not at all.
That was that game that the Chiefs were down 17-0. They came back and beat the Raiders, I think, by 1 point. It was the same game that Adams pushed over the cameraman, by the way.
That's right.
So I was actually here in the break room with Steven. I think it was a Monday Night Football game. We were watching it as we were doing the breaks.
Going helmet to helmet with Max Crosby is a crazy man move. But
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, no fear.
Oh, God. Tommy Henry. Look, I am a bigger Kirk Cousins fan than most. Steven and I have arguments on and off the air, but Tommy Henry, get out of here. There's one thing to say he's a good quarterback. I can even buy top 10 quarterback, but
He's so frustrating. He can play the best quarterback in football and
then
the
he
worst
can- and the
quarterback
worst.
in football.
And I would say he plays more like the best, about 75%.
That's true, but that
He's-
25% is so
It's so bad.
so darning. I don't know if I can say the other.
Yeah,
word.
I don't know.
Yeah, we had a lot of questionable words come up
Yeah.
today. But hey, Kirk Cousins has been really cool in the series. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
And he's got some pipes. You'll see in season 2. He's got some pipes.
Good.
Or episode 2.
He's got a good autograph, that's for sure. Maybe you can invite him over to karaoke. Me and Kirk karaokeing together. He'll probably make me look bad. Real quick, Thirsty Thursday. We have, it's if you buy 6 or more break spots in the same order, the same cart, Michael Frank. Not 6 spots throughout the day. It's 6 spots at once, 6 or more. You select the jersey with one of them, and you get the jersey for free. For example, big diamond chase going on right now, right? You take 2 diamond spots. You can take 2 college spots, a mini spot. Then you select the jersey. You get the jersey for free. So, Tommy's tired. I get it.
I don't know how Kirk Cousins can win a Super Bowl MVP when they're not going to beat the Eagles in the postseason. That's for sure.
Tommy, look. I've got the Vikings winning the division. I'm the only guy on the show who thinks that, right? You said no. Yeah. Alex has them getting last. So no. you and Steven are on that Lion train. I've got the Vikings winning the division. The Vikings could even win a playoff game, Colin. But they're not going to the Super Bowl. That's a little too far.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Adam. It's very interesting to see the psyche and the behind the scenes of what a quarterback has to go through, because it is tough. I mean, it is. You're the biggest hero when the team's doing well, and the first to get blamed when it's doing bad.
That's the quarterback.
Yeah, it's
tough. And honestly, that's what it is. The quarterbacks get too much credit when it's good and too much blame when it's bad. Mm-hmm. And yes, it's the most important position. I get it. You're the face of the franchise, but sometimes it's just too much.
I love what Peyton Manning was saying in the first episode when he was explaining it is and it's true.
Right off the bat, I think.
Yeah, you have to understand not just your position, but your teammates. You have to know what they're going to do on every single play. And you have to understand the defense and understand schemes and what they're going to do.
And you have 3 to 4 seconds to get rid of the ball, and there's a 320-pound man full of muscle running at you.
That's going to, trying to take your head off.
That's tough.
It's tough. They earn their money, that's for sure. There's Thirsty Thursday, and I think we're going to do a jersey break.
That's actually not true, Jason Mooster. A lot of the playoff games are actually noon and 3 p.m. games. If they get the noon and 3 p.m. slot, you can make the NFC Championship game. So, not entirely true.
Not entirely true.
Oh, wow, Bob. That's harsh.
You say?
He's coming at you. He says, it's the same way the hosts get all the blame. The producer constantly picks me the NFC South.
Come on.
To be fair, it is the same. If we pull them something good, they're like, oh, thanks, Kamen. Thanks, Colin. You're great.
That's not even what happened last night, though. Bob had 2 spots. I didn't put him. The randomizer put him in the NFC South and the AFC North. And he won in the AFC North, and he still said, despite the win, you suck.
Of course. Of course he did. Of course he did. The Heinz Ward did go in the jerseys, Brandon. Unfortunately for you. Said we have a Thirsty Thursday, Colin?
Yep, Sauce and Moss is ready to go.
Is Gags up?
He is not. It's Michael Frank.
Oh, taking advantage.
That's right. Should be the first one by person.
Sauce and Moss. So yeah, that is one way to do it. You can buy 5 break spots and then select the jersey with the 6th one. It could be 6 jerseys, or it could also be anything else too, Colin.
Right.
So Luca Caro, Michael Predenchuk, and Michael Frank coming up in the Sauce and Moss jerseys. This is one of my favorite series names in Ultimate Autographs history. And the Moss is still out there. The Sauce might be gone, but the Moss still remains, Colin.
Still remains.
His best season ever was as a Patriot. 23 receiving touchdowns. That is still the single season record. Although I mentioned this stat the other day, you know how much I love stats. Jerry Rice previously had it with 22 touchdown catches, but he did it in a shortened strike season. Rice hit 22 in 12 games.
That's disgusting.
Isn't that crazy?
That is disgusting.
That is so impressive. And that was back in the day when passing was cool, but not that cool like today. Jerry Rice.
I think we didn't, at least for me, I don't want to speak for you, I didn't see Jerry Rice in his prime at all.
Sure.
But Randy Moss is so far and away the best wide receiver I've ever seen, and I just know he can't be better than Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Just knowing the accomplishments that he was able to do, even without seeing him in his prime.
Sure.
It's easy to see he's the best of all time.
Yeah.
He's disgusting.
Luca Caro, NFC East. Michael Predenchuk, AFC South. Michael Frank has the rest. Actually, I did this backwards. I apologize, guys. Did not ask for a jersey number. Sauce and Moss, number 1. Drop me a jersey number. It's just interesting because, I mean, Moss is clearly more physically gifted. He's faster. He's stronger. He jumps higher. Rice was not a super fast guy, just a very crisp route runner. But then we look at the receiving yards per game, receiving touchdowns per game. What happens if Rice plays in the modern era, though? Because he has the most cumulative stats, but who's to say he doesn't have the best averages on a per-game average? I don't know. That's why it's a hard debate, but those guys are both iconic for sure.
Yeah, that's why with any debate, you can only work with the numbers you have and what you know and all that. Yeah. You can try to, put it error-wise, but
errors are hard.
It's really hard.
Errors are hard to compare.
Same thing. What if Randy Moss played his entire career with Joe Montana and Steve Young?
Yeah,
who knows?
Good. Well, imagine had he played with Brady for longer. I mean,
right.
He goes and plays with Brady, he gets 23 touchdown catches. I mean, Dante Culpepper was good. Pretty good quarterback. Not Tom Brady.
No.
Definitely not. So how about a number, guys? I will give them about 30 seconds here. Otherwise, I'll randomize.
This is kind of dangerous for Michael if it's a headliner. He's got one headliner spot. The headliner spot, really.
Yeah.
But AFC South, right?
With Warren Moon.
And then NFC East.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, so he's actually missing 2 of the 3.
Yeah. And actually, the NFC East, we have a Diggs and a Thibodeau in there, too.
So Luka's in a great spot.
Yeah, Luka. It is. NFL is very geared towards offense these days. I personally love it, Colin. I'm an offense guy, so I love the new rule changes. I mean, to an extent, once in a while, not every call is always right. Once in a while, maybe someone gets protected too much. But as a whole, it's in the league's interest not to have their quarterbacks hurt.
Oh, for sure.
So that's for sure. And for the receivers to, get open, not get held.
For the record, I think Jerry Rice would be nasty in today's NFL.
Yeah. Well, easy. I think the all-time greats would be great in any era.
Right.
Like people who say like Jordan or LeBron, like it's so weird because some folks say that LeBron can't do it in Jordan's era. And then some folks say that Jordan can't do it in LeBron's era. I'm like, you guys are crazy.
They could do it.
They could do it in both eras.
Just like Will Chamberlain would probably still be a hooper in today's NBA. He might not be quite as dominant with the stats.
Yeah.
But he'd still be a hooper.
Yes, Kyle Morgan, Moss is out there. And I'm going to randomize the boxes. I have not heard on a box number here. We're heading to the randomizer.
The randomizer.
Man. Saquon Barkley's still in here. Just kidding. Michael Frank wants 29. Thank you, Michael. 29 it is in the jerseys, Mr. Frank. So I do typically ask for the number first and I randomize. I jumped the gun here, so we did it backwards this time. So.
Works the same.
Jay Sauce, he would not get the same amount of rebounds or the same amount of points, but I'm sure he'll be great as well. Obviously, in Wilt's era, though, the guys were smaller, not as athletic, but, again, he's an all-time great. There was no guys in that era averaging 50 and 25 in a season. Wilt would be just fine in the NBA. 29 coming up, 29 to 40, Sauce and Moss jersey series. Oh my goodness! Michael Frank, how about that box call, sir? You've got yourself the Randy Moss New England Patriot jersey, Beckett certified, 23 receiving touchdowns in 2007, I think the year was. That is still the NFL record for most in the season. Did it with the Patriots. Second all-time in receiving touchdowns. We talk about it all the time. Talking about it now. Maybe the most talented receiver ever. He is at least the second best receiver of all time, if not the best. Awesome hit, Michael Frank, on the Randy Moss jersey. That is when you take advantage of Thirsty Thursday. You buy 5, 6, 7, 8 spots. You want to hit a headliner so you can profit. Well, he got the headliner, Randy Moss.
Oh, my God.
How about that, Michael Frank?
Boy, that paid off.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We have a new guy in here saying, sorry for all the questions. This is why you ask questions. Michael Frank was literally asking about Thirsty Thursday. He took advantage. He got himself, I would say, by a good margin, the best jersey in the series, Randy Moss. I know it's worth the most. His autograph is pretty expensive, charges quite a bit, and rightfully so for how good this guy is. Awesome hit, Michael Frank, Randy Moss. So
That's not bad.
I think we're looking at the hit video here, because I can't exclude any one of these guys. I mean, Moss, Montana, Ray Lewis, that sick
hard.
Michigan Aiden Hutchinson. I think this is the hit video here. Just which one is the best? Because I think Hutch is going to be 4, because it's a rep. It's a great player, but you take, I mean, again, if it's a full-size authentic, I would argue maybe Moss. But it's a jersey. We have a custom Ray Lewis. We have a custom or authentic Notre Dame Montana. What do you think? What's the best hit this show? It's tough.
This one is tough, yeah.
This is tough.
It's usually a little bit easier to pick. But,
Yeah.
Man, I know I'm usually an aesthetics guy, but I think I got to go that Montana. Notre
Same.
Dame.
I'm the same.
It's really good.
This is nice. This is the beautiful Notre Dame authentic Joe Montana. I'm going that is of the show as well. But this is Randy Moss is up there, silver, bronze. This Ray Lewis custom lid up there as well. So we've had a lot of good stuff in the breaks tonight. Let's take a peek at the break page, see if we'll break something else this show, or if we'll just regroup tonight at 7.
And Mike just discovered box collar mojo. So
Is it the first time you've ever called a box, or the first time you've won calling a box?
yeah, that's a good question too.
Either way, you should do it again. William says Moss in Montana. I'm kind of with William. I mean, as sick as that Ray Lewis helmet is, I love Randy Moss. It's such a cool hit
That's
for sure.
true. I mean, it's an authentic. It's ripped. It's one of the best linebackers ever. I actually kind of lean to Miami, but
Okay,
this
that's
is
fair.
This is about as subjective as it
This
gets.
is tough. Yeah, like very tough for the hit video. All right, let's take a peek at the break page together, see what else we may or may not break tonight. We have 6 to go in that college double. Still looking for that chrome O.J. Simpson authentic with the 68 Heisman Trophy inscription. We got ourselves 6 to go in the diamond double. So we have 10 boxes left, Colin. The Romo Flex and the Barry Sanders Flash Authentic with the Lion King inscription still out there, as is the Michael Irvin Salute the Service. 7 to go in the coin toss reps. Pick 1, get 3. 5 to go in the college single. 8 to go in the platinums. 8 in the jerseys. 5 in the minis. 8 in the diamond single. And 6 in the slabs. This is a great signing off point. So tonight at 7, there's no time deadline. It's the typically busier show. We should get on a diamond chase tonight. We should see Romo Sanders tonight. We should pull that OJ, right? With 3 boxes left.
For sure.
We could have the 1 and 4 in the room as well, depending on whether we close out college and or the platinums. But as always, Colin, thank you so much for producing, co-hosting. Thank you to all the customers for watching and listening and ordering. You guys made it fun as usual. Right back here in the break room in just over 60 minutes. See you guys tonight at 7.